We begin in the United States. After much speculation, Kamala Harris introduced her running mate, Tim Walz, at a rally in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania yesterday. Casting their campaign as a fight for the future, Harris and Walz were greeted with loud, enthusiastic cheers and chants. Arriving on stage to Beyonce's Freedom, the Minnesota governor thanked Kamala Harris for choosing him as her running mate. And not long after addressing the crowd, Walz began verbally attacking Republican Donald Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance.
He drove our economy into the ground, and make no mistake, violent crime was up under Donald Trump. That's not even counting the crimes he committed. I got to tell you, pointing out just an observation of mine that I made. I just have to say it. You know it, you feel it. These guys are creepy and, yes, just weird as hell. That's what you see.
Now supporters are ecstatic with Kamala Harris picking Tim Walz as her running mate. In fact, the Harris campaign announced raising a whopping $20 million in the hours just after announcing the selection.
I love the energy of everyone coming together and being joyful and just all being on the same page.
I think, yeah, it's also the energy, the crowd, the audience. I definitely think it was great, yeah.
I felt so happy being around so many supportive people. Kamala 24!
Additionally, senior Democrats, including former President Barack Obama and former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, also put their weight behind the Walz pick. Hailing from the Midwestern state of Minnesota, Tim Walz was a high school teacher and football coach before he began his political career back in 2004. He also served in the National Guard for over 2 decades and retired as a command sergeant major a year before entering politics. In 2006, Walz ran for office in Minnesota's 1st District, where only one Democrat had won in the last century. He went on to win 53% of the vote and held onto the rural district for 12 years before deciding to run for governor in 2018. In 2022, Walz was reelected for a second term, orchestrating a Democratic win in the state House and Senate for the first time in 8 years. Apart from his energetic and enthusiastic vibe, Walz also boasts an impressive record as governor, increasing funding for education, introducing free meals in schools, and creating a system of paid family leave. Now on foreign policy, Walz has been a staunch critic of Vladimir Putin for invading Ukraine, but has remained rather cautious on the war in Gaza. Of course, the first rule in picking a running mate is first do no harm, and Governor Walz certainly epitomizes that mantra, a dark horse pick that many thought had an outside chance of being selected by the vice president. However, endorsements from major union leaders and his recent media appearances saw him quickly gain a loyal following among rank-and-file Democrats. The Minnesota governor, who is just 6 months older than Kamala Harris, is widely seen as a jovial school teacher and football coach who brandishes a message to unite America.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished. loss to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital